Which fast food restaurant is ripping you off the most? Before we get to cooking, there's a bit of a preamble here. Not just an amble, and certainly not a post-amble, but a preamble, because I want to tell you how this came about. We have these episodes where we've been taking $50 and spending it at Trader Joe's, at Walmart, at Erewhon, to see how many groceries you get, because groceries are more expensive than ever, and we want to teach people how to stretch their dollar. Then we realized that fast food restaurants are now even more expensive than grocery stores in terms of like inflation. We have not seen prices rise like this in fast food in so long. So they are incredibly expensive, and we wanted to see which one is actually ripping you off the most. So what we're doing is we're taking $50 and we're walking up to McDonald's, to In-N-Out, and the Five Guys, and we're seeing how many of their most standard cheeseburgers we can get. And then we are going to take $50 and go to the grocery store and see how many of those burgers we can faithfully recreate to the T to see if it's even worth it to go buy fast food anymore. Someone framed it like this and it really rocked my socks. They said, fast food for our parents was an indulgence. Fast food for us was a cheap necessity. Fast food for our kids will again be an expensive indulgence. I think like millennials and younger Gen Z, we may have just existed in the only time period where fast food was like ultra cheap. And so now we're gonna see how we can make it at home to recapture some of that nostalgia and learn something along the way. There's a reason In-N-Out is so popular. There's a reason so many celebrities have had In-N-Out on their last meals. And today, we're trying to make a dupe. We're not trying to make a perfect dupe. We're trying to get 95% of the way there. Let me tuck this in, using store-bought ingredients. So In-N-Out is also one of the more affordable burger options. A double-double costs $5.90, which is, I remember when a hamburger cost a nickel. No, but it used to be $3.45 when I was a kid, and $5.90 still seems like a lot. But that said, you're getting a full 4 ounces of beef. It's 2 2-ounce patties, 2 slices of cheese. I think it's one of the most perfectly constructed cheeseburgers. Let's start making it. We're gonna get the sauce prepared. In-N-Out spread. It is the quintessential Thousand Island. Pretty simple. I don't know what other ingredients I would add to it. I'm literally just gonna combine all 4 of these things. I've seen videos of people trying to recreate it, and they're putting like, you know, white vinegar and Worcestershire and garlic and onion, and you could do that, but like you're not gonna notice a 1/4 teaspoon of Worcestershire in the context of a whole burger. Get some of that in there, get some of that in there. Let's whisk that up, see where we're at here. Yeah, it's gonna get you like 80-90% of the way there with the spread. Perfect. Don't even need to taste it. Maybe a little more ketchup. So you can get your onions many different types of ways at In-N-Out. And I've like gone back and forth on a bunch of different ones. Gotta peel this, but currently I'm on the whole grilled stees. People still say stees. I feel so old. I used the term mac the other day. I was talking to Julia and I was like, when I used to mac on ladies. She's like, did you just say mac? And I was like, yeah, that didn't feel. Also calling them ladies. No one likes that either. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut a little notch here so this onion can stand. And then I'm gonna cut like 1/4-inch slices. This is a wonderful way to make onions for a hamburger, dude. If you've never done it, you just keep them whole. Make it like one fat onion patty to go with your burger patty. They also do raw onion where they keep it whole like this as well. Or you can get grilled onions, which are very finely minced. But for this, yeah, I'm gonna do these kind of low and slow with a fair amount of oil. Just don't want these to like really soak up. Get back in there. Nice. Might be a little too thin. Ow! Ow! Aw, rats, dude. I put one too many in there. Hold on. Don't touch it with your hands. There we go. Ow! Don't touch them with your hands. What else do I need to do? I guess I should cut some produce. In-N-Out's produce. In-N-Out's produce is always very fresh. These look like perfect. They'll call them slicer tomatoes, beefsteak tomatoes, whatever you want to call them. I found out in France, they call these cœur de bœuf, heart of the beef tomatoes, which is pretty cool. But you get 2 tomato slices per In-N-Out burger. They're pretty thin. I don't reckon they would, no, they certainly don't salt their tomato slices at In-N-Out, but you know what, I'm gonna salt them because that makes tomatoes nice. Sort of gets that glutamic acid flowing inside there. I'll just take the butt of the tomato and then this is a chef's treat. I had to go back and frame. Did you just say like a CD-ROM? Crack that there. It's got some nice big ass leaves. I like that. In-N-Out, all of their produce comes from within 24 hours of each store. And so I think they have the best, freshest produce of any place in the fast food industry. So I'm gonna get my mise en place here. Fatty lettuces. You do that when you cook? When you cook, you're just like eating a bunch of vegetables? Oh, wow. Call it a hand salad.
If you worked at In-N-Out, which station do you think you'd want?
If I worked in, I'd be a fry guy. I'd drop them. Check it out. I could do that all day. Okay, we're using seedless buns. Yeah, this is about the size of an In-N-Out bun. Wonder Bread makes good hamburger buns. We're gonna toast the heck out of it. Yeah, that's right. I took the Lord's name in vain and said heck. I'm the bad boy of the cooking world. I'm gonna shut that off. Those are done. I don't think I want to toast the buns in the fat, but I do want to get a very hard toast on these because that is one of the things that makes In-N-Out. Like, it's not just the ingredients. It's not, you know, just the technique. It's like the architecture of everything as well. The buns are so well toasted In-N-Out that they soak up all the moisture from that spread, from the tomatoes, from the onions, from the beef. Some nice toast on there. Nice toast on there. Yeah, you want a little bit of black around the edge. Just mark it on the other side. Bang, bang. It's gonna get wrapped up. Ow, ow, ow. Perfect son of a biscuit. We're so good. Ow! We're gonna smash these burgers down a little bit. I did mess up one of them, but we're using an 80-20 beef. So this beef from the grocery store was about $5 a pound. That's about as cheap as we could get it for anything that wasn't like super, super fatty and super cheap. We're using 80-20 right here. These are each 2-ounce patties. That's what they do at In-N-Out. 2-ounce patties, super, super thin. At In-N-Out, it's like not about the quality of the beef, you know what I mean? You're going there for the whole shebang. So we're going 1 slice of Kraft American Deluxe Singles. This is not the cheap American cheese. This is the quality American cheese. They're actually using a pretty solid quality American cheese over at the In-N-Out. We're doing that. Gonna get whole grilled onion in the middle of those. Why did I not get a caramelization? I would have thought these would have been so much more caramelized. They caramelized on one side. They caramelized on one side, I'll tell you that much. That's fun. Whole grilled onion, boom, in there. Bottoming sauce, spoon. So good. Boom. Spread. I'm getting you, burgers, I'm getting you. That goes on top. That goes on top. Check it out. Bam. You're about to see what's gonna happen here. Bam. And then crank that guy off. Tomato on bottom? Do we need 2 slices? No, 1 slice, dude. 1 slice. 1 slice of tomatoes enough. Oh! Yeah, that's what I did. Taylor's showing me, Whitney, show him. Taylor's showing me a picture of what a hamburger looks like. And I did it. Can I eat this? No, I guess I gotta cook up enough until I use all my other vegetables. But this is it. This is my homemade double-double. It's nice, it's greasy, it's cheesy, it's got exactly the same dimensions as an In-N-Out burger. Now I just gotta see how many more I can cook up with all the stuff that I have. Does anybody in this room know where the Big Mac was invented? Midwest, we got one there. Anyone? Taylor? Pittsburgh! Well, Uniontown. Do you know where Uniontown is? Yeah, it was invented in Uniontown. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and make one. Make one, I guess. I don't know. I thought there would be a wow. Taylor's from Pittsburgh, kind of. What? Heinz is from Pittsburgh. Yeah. You touched the glass. I just thought it was. Well, Heinz got big on pickles first. Actually, prepared horseradish is how Heinz built his first empire. French's. We have 4 different. Anyways, Big Mac. You all know it. You all love it. I still think it's one of the best fast food hamburgers. It's got such a unique taste. Part of that is coming from special sauce. What if I told you we're just taking the ketchup out of the spread from In-N-Out and we're calling it special sauce? Again, I just don't know what I would add to it to make it more special sauce other than a couple perfunctory spices. The original Thousand Island recipe has like raisins and hard-boiled eggs and almonds in it, but like most people consider Thousand Island to be some sort of chopped up pickles or relish with ketchup and mayonnaise. There's no ketchup at all actually in a McDonald's special sauce. You can see that reflected in the ingredients list. And so we're just gonna go ahead, add these 3 things together. And frankly, I don't even think you missed the ketchup. I think this wonderful mustardy zingy sauce is about as good as it gets. Wow, we're geniuses. Holy smoke, wait, check this out. Boom. Now it's good. Okay, burger patties. 1.5 ounce burger patties. That's absolutely crazy. So there's only 3 total ounces of beef. That is less than a quarter pound on a double patty cheeseburger. But there's a tremendous amount of bread because there are the triple deckers. Burbank's own Bob's Big Boy invented this burger, and then McDonald's stole it from him. That's right, he stole it. And then McDonald's says, I didn't steal anything. Can I tell you something? At the new gym that I go to, there's a giant, like 50-foot tall Emma Watson poster that stares down at me as I do my outdoor workouts. And it's very motivating. Huh? It's a real poster. What do you mean? Minced onions. So what McDonald's actually does is they use dehydrated onions and then they rehydrate them. We're gonna skip both those steps. We're just gonna keep them the normal amount of hydration that they would be. Run a knife through these. Do you guys want a fear to think about every time you go to McDonald's? So like a decade ago, there was an employee that was putting light bulb glass in the onions. Can someone look that up? We gotta shreddy some letty. Just made that up. Yeah, clap. I think we can clap for shreddy some letty. Really shredding that letty over here. It's about as fine as I can get it by hand. What about glass? What about not just light bulb glass? Any glass? Glass in the hamburgers.
Oh, there's a CBS article from 2023, and it's titled "Cops Served Glass in Burgers."
Is it McDonald's?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's CBS. Chunks of glass mixed in with the onions.
Shoot.
Glass in the onions. Classic case of glass in the onions. 2 all beef patties, lettuce, cheese, special. 2 all beef patties, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions. Told you patties, cheese, pickles, onions. 2 all beef patties, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions. No, what is it? Special sauce. 2 all beef patties. I know the picture, Taylor. I know the picture. I know the picture. I'm trying to remember the song. Don't jingle at me like I'm a dog. You know. Come on, you know what? 2 all beef patties. 2 all beef patties, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, special sauce on a sesame seed bun. Or is it 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese? That's it. 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. And then, did you know? Check out this trivia. You want to talk about facts? Oh, I got facts. Do you know who wrote "Ba-da-ba-ba-ba"? I'm loving it. Anyone? Pusha T. Pusha T wrote "Ba-da-ba-ba-ba." I'm loving it. That's crazy. Annalise, can you Google that?
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay, triple decker. So we got to toast up. We got to use just the bottom ones. Then that means, since we're just using the bottom ones for the middle, that means you can make a breakfast sandwich tomorrow using 2 top buns. That's a treat. Pusha T. That's crazy. It's good work if you can get it. Right in jingles. I've never been asked to write a jingle for nothing. I'm just gonna like drop some sauce on all of the buns, I guess. The best Big Macs that you get from McDonald's are just flush with sauce. What is that down there? What the hell is that noise?
Stunning. Stunning, beautiful. Oh yeah, you go ahead and set that on the ground.
This is called mise en place. You gotta get your mise ready. You gotta lay this all out so that way when the burger patties are done cooking, you can just toss them right on there. Some chartreuse. Bang, bang. Hello. All right. We flattened the ever-living SHE double hockey sticks. out of these burgers. Yeah, that's about what was ever gonna happen to that one. This one stayed together. Cheese! It's gonna land on the cheese, and then you're gonna see how this all comes together. Boom. Bottom of that. Boom. Middle of that. Bang. Bang. Homemade Big Mac down to the exact weight and dimensions. I'm gonna cook up some more burger patties, try not to F these up as much, and check back. All right, so to recap, a double-double from In-N-Out is $5.90. I was about to sneeze. It's stuck in limbo. It's stuck in sneeze limbo. It's not gonna happen. So to recap, an In-N-Out double-double is $5.90. A Big Mac from McDonald's is $6.79, at least in store in California where we go. A Five Guys standard cheeseburger, which is a double cheeseburger, is $12.99. Crazy. I remember when Carl's Jr. came out with the $6 burger, they were making fun of the fact that a diner burger in like a Chili's or an Applebee's cost $6. Like their $6 burger cost like $2.99 back in the day. That said, the burgers at Five Guys are much bigger. We were working with 1.5 ounce patties at McDonald's, 2 ounce patties at In-N-Out. We're doing 2 3.4 ounce patties. The patties are around 3.5 ounces at Five Guys. But to get the optimal stretch on our meat, don't laugh. We use 3.4 ounce patties because that way we could make more burgers. So we're gonna start with the condiments. If you go to Five Guys and you get it all the way, you get it with grilled onions and grilled mushrooms and pickles and ketchup and mustard and what's it called, mayonnaise and lettuce and tomato. I'm not the biggest Five Guys fan. To me, they're a fun regional burger, and if you're from the DMV area, I think that's like kind of your In-N-Out in a way. But for me, the weird quirk about them is they don't salt their beef. And so we're gonna do that. But I do love that they wrap their burgers in foil. Oh, I gotta get some foil prepped. I like a grilled mushroom burger, but I like it only if it has like a specific point of view, you know what I mean? Like, I don't wanna put grilled mushrooms on my standard burger, but if it's like we're here for the mushrooms, you know what I mean? You guys know what I mean? So a nice rough dice on the onions, rough chop on the mushrooms. We're gonna let these go together. Give me like, yeah, well, no. No, you're fine, stay there. You don't good, don't move a muscle. Don't move a muscle, don't you dare. I'll know if you move. A little bit of salt, you put the salt in with the mushrooms and the onions. That's actually gonna help draw out some of that moisture. It's gonna help them saute. These are gonna get nice and friendly. They're gonna get to know each other. The hell, I got the whole damn onion core in there. Who do you think you are? I am! I got caught up eating this Nutter Butter. I guess I thought I had enough time to eat this, to finish this Nutter Butter before I had to cook again. Both cameras are turned, so I'm gonna take a picture of what this looks like and then we're gonna put it in the damn episode because this is frightening. The cameras are pointed right now. It's like the eyes of the Mona Lisa. They kind of just... Oh, I can't bend down, my knees hurt. 3.5 ounce patties. We got our lovely little sauteed mushrooms and onions. Simple, salt, nothing else in there. I tried saving time and not swallowing the Nutter Butters, and then they were just ripping in the back of the throat. We're gonna get a nice little toast on these buns. We're gonna cook up our burger patties. Not gonna salt them, because Five Guys doesn't. They said they want the flavor of the beef to shine. Whatever, man. Five Guys was named after their sons. Can someone Google that? Oh, it's one guy and 4 sons. I thought they were like 2 guys and 3 sons. But yeah. Sons. 2 guys, 3 sons? 3 guys, 2 sons. It's crazy. Five Guys don't do salt, neither do I. Ah, shit. Shoot, dude, I keep messing this up. I'm very good at cooking, I think, sometimes. Well, this isn't about cooking. This is more like, damn it, dude, I just smashed it right against the wall of the pan. Golly. Yeah, wait, okay, I gotta do that. And then now this is just under that. That's crazy. If you don't have a giant, like, Blackstone griddle, cooking burgers at home does kind of suck, right? It, like, sucks. Nobody should make burgers at home. We should scrap this whole damn episode. Some people want it all. So I don't want nothing at all. Now, some people, they want to know why come fast food is so expensive now. I used the term inflation once, and people said, it's corporate greed, and it's both. Drought is making produce and also beef significantly more expensive. That is a real cost. Strait of Hormuz and all the mishigas happening over there, that's making stuff more expensive. But then the biggest thing is simple elasticity of demand, right? So like companies will raise prices insofar as people keep buying it, you know? And so the fact that fast food has become so expensive, but people are still buying it, it means that they're gonna keep the prices artificially that high. Economists, they use the term rockets and feathers. You guys heard this? This is crazy. Prices go up like a rocket and come down like a feather. Yeah, and so that happens anytime there's like some sort of conflict or drought or whatever. So we're sort of, you know, things rocketed up during the pandemic, now during time of war and conflict, and they're gonna come down like feathers. So hey, let's learn how to cook at home. I'm gonna salt the goddamn ham. No, yeah, I'm doing it. I can't not salt the meat, that's nuts. You can't make a fast food dupe by making it worse. You're gonna go mayonnaise on the bottom bun. So, it's a lot of mayo, boys. It's a lot of mayo, boys. You're gonna want a lot of mayonnaise. And then we're gonna go with the onions and the mushrooms on the bottom. Damn, this is gonna be pretty, this is gonna be so good. This is gonna be so good, man. Yeah.
You take it to a different order.
What? The mayonnaise is on the top and the ketchup and mustard is on the bottom? Screw them! Screw them! I'm doing it my way. Shingly squares. Their lettuce is pretty, like, performative. You know what I mean? It's just kind of there. One nice slice of tomato. Rip a little Jackson Pollock on there. What if I told you, gonna rip a little Jackson Pollock Part 2 Electric Boogaloo? One of the cigarette butt paintings. He would just like drop cigarette butts in his paintings all the time. I think it's cool. 3 pickles. Did you know that Picasso loved Cypriot pottery? All right, I did. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add the top bun. Oh my God, golly, that is actually something. You really do see the difference in 3.5 ounce patties versus like 1.5. I know I'm normally saying that like the quality and amount of the beef in a fast food style burger doesn't matter that much, but like, yeah, this is a different burger than the other two. And there's a reason that it costs double. But we're gonna see how many we can make with the rest of our groceries on this. So check back soon. We're gonna make all the burgers and see how much we got, but hot diggity, that looks good.
Hey everybody, Mythical PA Blaine here. I'm at Five Guys. Not that you can tell because apparently they're too good to have a drive-through. But I've got 50 bucks. We're gonna see how many cheeseburgers all the way I can get with this.
Hey, can I get $50 worth of Big Macs?
Just gonna drop those in here. Hello.
How many Big Macs can I get for $50?
We're here at our next stop, which is In-N-Out. We're gonna go in there and see just how many double doubles with grilled onions and spread we can get for no more than 50 bucks. Okay, we're back. So for 50 bucks at In-N-Out, you can get yourself double doubles with grilled onions.
Look at my works, ye mighty in despair, for I am Ozymandias, King of Kings. He says that, right? There it is. No, that's not. I made hamburgers, man. It's not that deep. I made a bunch of hamburgers, and now we're gonna see how much hamburgers there is. So for $50 worth of groceries, to make a true to size and form double from In-N-Out, and these really do look like double doubles from In-N-Out, we were able to make 12 for $50. So we spent a total of like $49.20. Let's see how many In-N-Out double doubles we were able to buy for $50. 7. So again, In-N-Out double doubles are $5.90. We were able to buy 7 of them and we made 12 of them. So it cost us $4.11 to make each burger. Really, the limiting factor in all of these was just beef. Beef is expensive these days, no matter which way you swing it. These cost $5.90 per burger. That means In-N-Out is 43% more expensive than what you can make at home. However, we gotta see if it actually tastes like In-N-Out, because maybe they're doing something we can't do at home. God, I love an In-N-Out burger. You never go for that bite. You take the wrapping off and you go for the butt end. Look at that juicy butt.
It's such a good hamburger.
Okay. Ours? There's something, I should have put more lettuce in it. Oh, let's try it. That's not too far off. There's something just like better about In-N-Out. I can't tell what it is. I can't tell if it's the spread. Everything just comes together more harmoniously. It's a good burger, but it doesn't like scratch the exact same itch that I get from In-N-Out for some reason. I don't know. I'm curious if the other ones are gonna feel the same way. Big Macs are where it gets a little crazy. I mentioned that beef was the limiting factor in most of these prices, but this has the least amount of beef in it. This is only 3 ounces of beef for the entire hamburger. And so you buy one of these for $6.79 from McDonald's. Oh, it's the buns too though. These buns look so freaking good. Compared to ours over here, I mean, ours looks like a little sadder, but at the end of the day, this cost us $3.28 to make, and we were able to use up almost all of our groceries. This cost $6.79. That is 107% more expensive. That is crazy. Let's see if we're close though, because the Big Mac is such an iconic experience. Go ahead. Ours is better, straight up. Like McDonald's beef don't really taste like beef. You know what I mean? That tastes like an under-seasoned sausage patty. This, you get that same amount of like juiciness from all of that, all the sauce soaking into that middle bun. The crunch, a little bit of pickle, but then you're actually getting like the fresh beef taste. Yeah, not only could you save, you know, not only are you paying less than half to make it at home, this actually tastes better. Like, you know, with all due respect, like McDonald's, I think they might be the biggest ripoff. I'm really curious about Five Guys though, because that was so expensive. You ever see that Halloween special at The Simpsons where Homer gets sent to hell and the devil punishes him by like constantly shoveling donuts into his mouth? And he thinks that it's going to be like, you know, a torturous experience, but he said he has never encountered such a glutton as Homer Simpson. I think I've reached my point. I don't want to eat hamburgers ever again after this, man. I'm just kind of covered in grease. I smell like beef and cheese. I smell like beef and cheese every day that I go home to my wife. And she knows why, and she knows that's what, you know, allows us to feed our cats the premium food. But Pantalaimon needs her kitten food. Sheesh, look at this. God damn, look at this softball of a hamburger. I just got the ass end of a pickle. That's crazy that they put that in there. All right, I haven't had a Five Guys burger in so long. That which tastes like everything tastes like nothing. You know what I mean? All the things are in here, none of them are seasoned. It's crazy. Am I crazy? Are you guys out here eating Five Guys? You are? Ash, what do you like about Five Guys?
It's a burger.
Oh, that's a good point. I never thought about it like that. There's our answer to just a big wet fistula of a burger. People know what a fistula is? Yeah, Taylor, why do you know what a fistula is?
You don't need to know my business.
Fair point. Yeah, bud. Yeah, bud. This tastes American. This is big. This is too much. I think I should be in the infield of a NASCAR event. You know what I mean? Pants off, chugging Busch Lights. Christ, man. Bun can't contain this. My hand is now part of the bun. My hand is a structurally significant part of this burger. I can never put it down. I just gotta gesture wildly with it. Oh yeah! Pedal to the metal, boys! I gotta do that with the NASCAR. Change that tire, more better. So, Five Guys, I do understand the appeal. It's big, you can customize. This is so tremendously expensive, and again, so much of this cost, I literally can't put it down. So much of the cost is just coming from the beef, and there is like 7 to 8 ounces of beef on each of these burgers. We ended up at about 6.8 ounces on ours, trying to save a little bit of cost, but this is still like just about as big. A little bit of pink in that burger. It cost us $7.06 to make each of these burgers, which is crazy. I kind of never imagined a world in which it would cost $7 to make like a normal standard homemade burger. But that's where we're at. Whereas it costs $12.99 to buy this at the Five Guys. That makes it an 84% increase in price. That means that McDonald's is officially the winner of biggest scammer in fast food. Everyone give it up for him. Give it up for McDonald's with a 107% increase from homemade to store-bought. And like, this isn't a perfect scientific analysis, right? But I do think this is a pretty good way to get there. And I do believe that McDonald's is spending the least amount of money on their product. Like, this is a tiny, tiny burger patty, and beef is the only thing in here that is like actually that expensive. I think McDonald's has really hiked up their prices on a lot of stuff. And again, the only way to get them to go down is to, you know, vote with your dollar and either stop buying it or keep doing it if it improves your life that much. That said, In-N-Out, still a tremendous value for what you're actually getting. And then Five Guys, hey man, if you really need a half pound of beef in your life, and sometimes you do, it's pretty damn delicious. I don't think we're missing anything from these. Maybe the quality of bun you're getting at these places is better, but otherwise, these dupes, well, these dupes are soups. Or I thought I was gonna get a rhyme. Annalise, you're good at rhyming. What rhymes with dupes?
I like soup.
You like soups? These dupes are poops. These dupes might make you poops because of the parasite that's going around making people poop their pants. We're eating a lot of raw lettuce today. I don't know when this episode's getting posted, but it's curious to see how this is gonna play out. I can't let go of this burger. I'm gonna go ahead and feed people in the office. Everyone, come with me. Come on. Oh, it's on my food. Shop the new Last Meals collection now at mythical.com.